Hey guys, it's draw preview and prediction time, and it's for Doha 2023, the WTA tournament, the WTA 500 tournament. And I tell you what, it's a jam-packed lineup. It really is. I cannot wait for this. It's going to be a fantastic tournament. I'm telling you now. I cannot believe actually how good the lineup is. It is stacked, and it really is in my opinion, it's definitely a Masters 1000 level and potentially even a Grand Slam level. That's how kind of good it looks, in my opinion, anyway. But of course, yeah, as always, there's going to be some upsets you imagine. Let's go through it. So Iga Swiatek is the #1 seed. And in fact, before we go into that, remember to that like button, subscribe if you're new. Also, leave a rating review if you are a podcast listener or watcher. So Swiatek's got a bye. Danielle Collins will be playing a qualifier. They haven't updated it here, but I'll go for Danielle Collins. Epic Oz versus Victoria Azarenka. Both wild cards will go for Azarenka after a pretty impressive Australian Open. Obviously, for Swiatek, she had a little bit of a disappointing one, losing to Rybakina, but she did end up making the final in the end, the Kazakh player, so maybe not too much to feel bad about. Bencic just won a tournament yesterday, which was a really, really good win as well, beating Samsonova in the final. So she'll have some really good confidence going into this. Coco Gauff has a bye. Kvitova and Zhang, I'm going to go for Kvitova. She had a very good run at this tournament last year. In fact, I'm pretty sure she was the winner last year in Doha in 2022. And she had a really good back end to last year as well, to be fair. She didn't play particularly well at... she didn't play particularly well at the Australian Open, but in saying that, she's still very, very good still. In fact, she won it in 2021, even Kvitova. Swiatek won it last year. She absolutely demolished Kontaveit 6-2, 6-love. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. Very impressive. So... yeah, Kvitova to go through. She's won it once before by the looks of it. Azarenka, by the way, has won it twice, interestingly. So keep an eye out for her. Sofia Kenin plays Samsonova, who, as I said, just made a final. She's in good form. I'm going to have to go for Samsonova. Sofia Kenin, wildcard former Grand Slam champion. She's still very young, or still relatively young. The problem that she has is hasn't been able to find the form that you'd expect from someone of her level, and maybe could potentially be seen as a one-shot wonder, but hopefully that isn't the case. Hopefully she does find her form. Then we've got a really good... these next two matchups are popcorn matches. Krejcikova versus Kudermetova. Kudermetova is the seeded player, but Krejcikova is fantastic. I'm actually going to go for Krejcikova to cause... on paper, an upset, but I think in actual fact, it's not really. So 50-50. Sakkari versus Zheng Qinwen. What a matchup that is. I'm going to go for Zheng Qinwen to beat Sakkari. She beat Kasatkina last week. She lost in the semi-finals in the end of that tournament, but she's a very, 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 very good player for sure. Mukova versus Trevisan. I'm going to go for Trevisan to win that one. Caroline Garcia has a bye. Impressive. She didn't win a couple of weeks ago. She lost to Alicia Parks in the final, but she had a good run a couple of weeks ago. Kasatkina will play a qualifier, so she'll get through that. Badosa Haddad Meyer, that's a really good matchup. I'm going to go for Haddad Meyer, given her form recently. Madison Keys and Ostapenko. Badosa Haddad Meyer and Keys and Ostapenko. These are huge hitting matches. Going to go for Ostapenko to carry on her good form. Pegula's got a bye. Swiatek Collins, a replay of the Australian Open 2022 semi-final. I'm going to go for Swiatek to get revenge there. And Azarenka and Bencic, what a matchup that will be. I'm going to go for Azarenka. I know Bencic has just won a tournament, but I think maybe that might cause a little bit of fatigue or just a little bit of a come down. And I think Azarenka will be fresh. She's won here a couple of times. She'll feel good. Right, so Coco Gauff versus Kvitova. these are just ridiculous matchups. I love the WTA side because you do get these tournaments, and they're quite often this happens. You get this, and it's just incredible to see because the players on show are really, really good. So I reckon Coco Gauff, does she have enough against Kvitova? She's a lefty, but Coco Gauff's backhand's very solid. Serving-wise, Coco Gauff serves massive. We know Kvitova's a good returner, though. Now, for the baseline exchanges, can Kvitova make her pay? I think Coco Gauff should come through that, even though Kvitova has won it before. Samsonova, Krejcikova. We know Krejcikova. I think people must know by now I'm a little bit higher on Krejcikova, so probably a bit of bias. Zheng Xinwen will be playing no one apparently, so yeah, she's going through. Trevisan and Caroline Garcia. Garcia. Kasakina, Helen Mayer. Ostapenko, Pegula, going to go Pegula. Let me just double check that I haven't. Have I missed someone out? Yeah, I did like Alexandrova. So I picked Zheng Xinwen over Alexandrova, which, yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Swiatek and Lazarenka. Swiatek. I don't know. Actually, it's difficult. The Swiatek that we're seeing at the moment is not the Swiatek who went on that ridiculous run of 30, 35 matches. It's not. It's a different Swiatek. It is. Lazarenka does love this tournament by the looks of it. She's had a little bit of a resurgence again. She does love the hard courts. She just loves playing on these types of courts. I'm going to go Swiatek, though. Coco Gauff and Krejcikova. Going to go for... I'm going to go for... This is such a tough one. These are ridiculously good matchups. I really hope we get these matchups, by the way. And no offense to the so-called like lower players or lower ranked players, but I want to see these matchups. I'm going to go for Krejcikova to beat Coco Gauff. Zheng Xinwen, Caroline Garcia is. I mean, these are such good matches. I'm really looking forward to watching these. Honestly, I'm hoping we get them. I mean, Caroline Garcia is so attacking. Zheng Xinwen as well, very dynamic. Oh, it's got 3 sets written all over it. I'm going to go Zheng Xinwen. That would be an upset, to be fair. Helen Mayer, Pegula. I'm going to go Pegula to come through that. Swiatek, Krejcikova. Going to go Krejcikova to beat her like she did in Ostrava. And I'm going to go... Does Zheng Xinwen have what it takes to beat Pegula in her current form? Yes, I think she does. Zheng Xinwen to beat Pegula, then Zheng Xinwen to win it all and beat Krejcikova, which, by the way, is probably the most left field pick. But on the women's side, you know what? Anyone can't win, and the field is so competitive. I'm really looking forward. I don't really care who wins. Honestly, I really don't care. I really don't care because all I'm going to be watching is quality tennis, hopefully, on show. There's so many great players in the field. This is going to be an amazing tournament. So genuinely make sure you tune in. It's going to be starting today, later on today for the week. So make sure you tune in what a tournament's going to be. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Let me know your picks and predictions as well. I'm always interested to know in the comment section. And what picks of mine are you completely and absolutely outraged by? Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well. We'll see you on the next video.